I'm feeling refreshed too. Today is all about progress. It's a bunch of little stuff, including like opening up passages, upgrading our tools. We got a lot to do today. Look more like cheese wedges. Oh yeah, when you hear the donkey dingle and all that, that's the worst phrasing I could have put. But when you hear that, go and pick up the corpse. Otherwise, it's just gonna sit there rotting.
Just do it. Look how green this corpse is. Look how point. Oh, look at that.
That's a
Yep.
Bad corpse.
You can't even put that in a sandwich.
Speaking of which,
But you can put a sandwich in it.
Sure.
bones are the one thing that I think don't affect the skulls.
I think bones are free. Yeah. Actually, are they free?
Hey, hot tip. If you're going into mortuary school, don't eat during the autopsy.
Yeah.
Leave your sandwich on the corpse. It's fine.
One of the technologies we can learn is just to be a better surgeon, so that when you're removing parts, you don't screw up the corpse. And that can be pretty necessary when you're trying to actually fill up your graveyard.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a critical fumble, and it just like dices the corpse and adds a bunch of red and takes out a bunch of white, and it sucks.
Yeah. Glass we're gonna need, but not right now. I need to focus on upgrading my tools.
So, I know, you're upgrading your knowledge and abilities, but I can't help but seeing this as a civ tree, and you're inventing glass and insects for all these people.
That's right. Did you know that you can pick up a bug? What?
I mean, 1.8 million people have been picking up bugs for the last 3 days.
Whoa, so topical. They're dying to get in.
We can get the good stuff out of the corpse.
Yeah, I mean, this ain't, like, gonna be relevant for a good long time, but, those ones basically have, like, a random effect. Or I guess they draw from a pool of possible effects, and there's really no way of knowing until you get a later tech.
Balls. I don't know why the whetstones are so expensive. I just completely brain farted. I forgot that I had the whetstone in the chest, and also that I have a grinder at the farm anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need to go back to the blacksmith to fix my tools.
You're probably the only person in the entire universe who has ever gone back to Kretzvold. Just like I wasn't expecting you. Dude's just like sitting there on his cold forge, reading a manga or something.
Oh yeah, I need to fix my fucking shovel. You want to set up at least 2 compost heaps.
Are these compost heaps or compost heaps?
You put garbage in and get fertilizer out, so it's compost heaps.
We're not putting any of the bodies in there.
Oh, that was the question.
Yeah.
That's grim. That you can't do that. You're a graveyard keeper, not a friggin' guy who buries corpses in dirt. There's a distinction.
Well, yeah, you have a piece of paper that says you're a graveyard keeper?
Exactly.
Oh, well then. It's all up and up.
If you just stick them in the dirt, then you don't get your burial certificate. You can't cash it in for beer for your alcoholic skull.
That is the sad thing. Because addictions are sort of stored in the brain, essentially, you'll always have it, but you'll never be able to sate it.
Exactly. That's our Jerry.
Nah, I don't have enough iron ingots right now, so I gotta choose what I upgrade. Though again, it's not really an upgrade, it's just making a new one, and you're stuck with the old one.
Yeah.
Balls.
Luckily, you can trash iron tools, but yeah, you can't get rid of your initial crap. Everything else you can smelt down, that's fine, but... I guess they probably had, like, an issue with playtesters accidentally smelting down their crappy tools and then not being able to have more.
Maybe.
So this 12-second music loop, they just Googled Ren Fair music license free, didn't they?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and it's gonna be burned into your brain. This is all you hear. I don't even think there's combat music. I think it's just this forever.
Basically. That's where I keep my stories, with my skull.
Yep.
One thing I'm glad, in this part we're going to be clearing up at least one of these blockages. You only need to clear out one. Clearing out both is just faster and more efficient. But they both open up the same hallway. There, some extra bits.
Yeah, it's always nice.
Waiting for iron to smelt does take a long time, so you want to set up multiple smelters. Space is the problem right now, though. Don't even bother fixing the shovel, I'll just make a new one.
Oh yeah, why not? Look, now you've got shovel 1. You're on the shovel ladder.
Typical millennial. Never fix anything, just get a new one.
Same day delivery, man.
The other one wasn't even shovel 0, it's not good enough to be a shovel.
It's just a rusty... it was a pity shovel.
Here's some bees.
Alright.
Now they don't like you taking the honey, so you do take damage.
They beat you up just a little.
Honey does recover a little bit of health, but not enough to make up for the bee stings. There is technology way late in the game that allows you to take honey without taking damage. And speaking of which, this is the Apiary. Rather, it's where it would be if everything wasn't broken, but we can't actually make our own beehives here.
And they take a staggering quantity of bees.
Yeah.
Like, they take a lot of bees.
Are you collecting them one at a time?
Oh yeah. And you're not even guaranteed to get a bee.
Yeah. You can only get bees from the beehives.
And you only get like 3 beehives a day.
Although behind this path, there are many more beehives.
So many.
So one thing I want to work on is opening this up.
Yeah, that's it. Woodworking.
There we go.
You can make a box.
We got our new friend Hoverbat in the corner there.
Yeah, that
Yep.
friggin' guy. Slimes of the sky.
We've passed into the evening, so now the bats have spawned. They're rough. They're pretty easy to dodge once you know their pattern. But you gotta be careful, they'll chew through your health.
Oh yeah.
That was a noise.
Yep.
How the bats work is they'll charge at you a fixed distance, and if they hit you, they'll dart back, and if they don't hit you, they'll stand there and be murdered because that is the law.
Those are extremely wet bats.
And you want to hang on to the bat wings because we can make paper out of it.
Sure.
Why not?
It's better than the alternative that we make paper out of.
True. trees?
Skin?
Yeah, there
Yes,
you go.
skin.
It is skin. It's made of corpses.
We're just using every part of the body.
Pretty much.
It's buffalo rules. So we're not making any Rocky Island oysters.
Ah! The gentlest of butchery.
Probably the easiest, you can see them.
Oh no, the surgeon's mistake.
For fuck's sake. Positioning can be a problem. There we go. There is one place where we can find these large chunks of rock. It's just up the mountain. We need to find a specific mine before we can get large chunks of iron ore, though. And it's not super feasible to go and get them yourself. We actually need help. Repair kits, even though the bishop gives you a few at the start, it's not super useful to make your own. I'm making a few because there are actually a few recipes that require them. But making them specifically to fix the graveyard, just replace them. It's much easier.
There are like a couple of high tier fences in there. I think there's a fence too tucked away in there that's broken, so that's pretty worth it. Of course, the corpse in that hole is just garbage. Not even worth harvesting the oysters.
As we will refer to them now.
Yeah, we'll just call them oysters.
So at this point, I've been awake for about a day. And now whenever I do anything, my energy drains much faster. And if I were to eat anything and recover my energy, it would start draining anyway. Up until about halfway down. But I've got enough to get through here at least. There we go. There's actually something hidden to the right here though, but we have to reach a certain point in the story before we can access it.
You have to unlock the steam shovel technology.
I need to invent robots.
Wow, what if I was super strong and never got tired? What a world that would be.
I think we use honey to make green jello. And that is definitely a waste of it. Don't use it for that.
Oh yeah. The friggin' pot hobo wants honey, and he teaches you cake. Cake is pretty good.
Cake is very good.
Cake is good.
You just huff down cake, and that takes care of sleep deprivation for you.
Cake is also kind of an easy way to cheat something later in the game.
Now that I'm looking forward to seeing. See, because I'm honest.
Just make 5 cakes. Why? Don't bother.
You're honest in your cake scarfing.
Yeah, that's right. Hey!
Here we got the coal mine.
Score. It's 25 coal.
You get a shit ton of coal every single time.
Oh, it's just a mountain of coal.
And is it infinite?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And as we unlock different technologies, we can also find things like limestone in there. Which you don't use for much, but still.
Yeah.
Sit there pickaxing into a cave for all eternity.
Oh yeah.
How destiny one of you.
Solve the solve the energy crisis.
And here we found a cabin in the woods. This is the quarry.
Oh no.
Don't worry, nobody lives here. In fact, now we live here. This is our house now.
None of that makes it better.
I sleep here. No, it's fine. I think since we're the creepy graveyard keeper? I think we're actually the monster.
No, you're the guy that, like, warns the teenagers away in the first act.
Ah.
Maybe show up in the epilogue for a nice I told you so.
Sure. Yeah. You don't want to go down that road.
I know all your friends are dead. It'll make you feel better.
You'll literally get murdered.
And now we could warp there whenever we want. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Look at all those BTUs.
And we'll shove a few in our oven, why not?
Yeah. Okay.
For cooking.
Yep. It's fine.
Oh, I'm going to be using the oven constantly after a certain point.
A little sulfur and cyanide is good for you. Besides, you're already dead, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. You're more right than you know, actually.
Considering our current best friend is a skull, you can get more dead.
Well, you can certainly get more inconvenienced.
You can get less body.
Right. You can get a lot shorter.
So you're telling me it's a weight loss plan?
Absolutely. You can lose 140 pounds easy, man.
Oh, no, lose. We know exactly where they are.
Ah.
We found Snake.
Hi, Snake.
So now we need more faith to talk to Snake, too.
I like your confidence.
As long as they're already dead.
See, pirate?
Arr.
Yeah, he never says R ever again.
No.
So maybe he's just growling. But this little passageway is really nice. This takes us directly to the town, and it's much faster than going overground.
Oh, yeah.
This upper path, I believe, is locked right now, though. That actually takes us into the building, which we will see in a second. There we go. Takes you inside there. That building is something we do with the merchant later. But just having the hidden hatch is super nice. But then it would be faster to have that open. Needs more iron parts. For fuck's sake.
I cannot tree. I need technology.
Need a technology.
You ever just stare at an inconvenient tree in your backyard and go, ugh, I need technology.
I don't have enough technology for this.
I decided to set the bonfire. I don't think I ever use it.
I don't even see a point. Oh no, there is a point. I think there's like a certain fish recipe that's cooked on a bonfire, and that's it.
Go ahead and leaving some trunks because we're going to be loaded up with both seeds and the leftovers from when you harvest plants.
Just can't stop farming.
It's officially a harvest moon.
That's it. Well, not quite yet.
Yeah, that's episode 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Of course, it's not a harvest moon because nobody wants to marry us.
We already have a love.
That is true.
We just need to get back to her.
We got to get home to our comedy-sized heart.
I left my heart in wherever.
Left my heart with that lady, apparently.
My heart in 3 pieces on that crosswalk.
Oof. Oof. And those are winter tires, too.
Okay, 30 pieces.
Yeah, 3 pieces is optimistic.
Okay, you ever sit on a beanbag chair and have it explode under you?
No, but I'm guessing there's a story here.
Yeah, that's the story is of what that guy's heart looks like.
Boom. Oh.
And the rest of his bits.
I'll go ahead and fix what's here. Mostly because the resources you need to make new fences, what have you, is better served for other things right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that that grave on the bottom left has got some pretty high-level decorations on it.
I'm glad we're spending some time actually keeping the graveyard for once.
Go figure.
Yeah, the graveyard is where I do the least of my stuff, thinking about it.
It's kind of boring, and you can actually, I think you can actually fulfill most of the requirements just by building lawns.
Yeah. After a point, we'll sort of be able to customize the graveyard. And we can just put down grass. And that gives a ton of quality.
Yeah.
Ah. Lawns, it's like a graveyard for biodiversity.
Well said.
Wow, you're right. Oh, it's more like a no man's land.
In crime, I earned this skull, old man.
I need a little more than that.
I need to pen some paper. Also, we need Eldritch magics to bridge the realms of life and death.
You know, standard astrology. That's terrible. You just called him his job.
No, he actually just played a lot of Dungeon Keeper.
Oh, I get it.
Anyway, my life. Oh, that's where Snake was trying to get into. Got this voice.
I know.
Gotta go find the diary.
I'm guessing you can buy stuff from him.
Yep, you can buy the pen and paper from him.
It's crazy expensive.
Yep. I say can.
Like, it's prohibitively expensive.
Reminder to dig up these stumps. Those will turn into apple trees. Ones you can actually harvest from.
The good kind.
A lot of this is here. I don't know why you would plant anything here. Although if you ever see these bushes, it is a good idea to dig those up. That gives you a lot of green experience. You dig up a lot of green thumbs. Anyway. I ate it. It was delicious.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Cake gives you insight into deep unknown knowledge.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Madman's cake.
So you can see creepy monsters, yeah.
Big brain thing with too many arms hanging on the outside of your house.
Absolutely.
It just wants some cake.
I mean, you've never seen a beast eat cake, so...
I fucked up. I was supposed to keep it in the bottle.
Ah, you ruined it.
Anyway, now I got some loose oil in my chest.
Just a pocket full of oil.
The game turns into a lot of this after a point.
Oh yeah.
So the whole LP is going to be 14 parts. If I were to keep every single thing in there, I'd say it'd be about 20. I do a lot of cutting out of the excess after a point.
Oh yeah. There's just a shit ton of busy work in this game.
Cremation. We need to get that technology in order to open up the crematorium. The game is a lot of busy work, though it's worth pointing out, if you like Harvest Moon and games like that, it might still be your jam anyway. It's ours.
Oh yeah. Like it's fine. I'm definitely not saying that busy work is a bad thing, but so like I played this on stream, like the whole game. That's how I experienced this. And folks watching were just like, weren't you gonna do this thing like 2 days ago? And I'm like, I kept getting distracted by the dinner bell.
Man and wife. Oh.
Oh,
Keeper and Prior.
congratulations.
Match made in heaven.
You may now kiss my ass.
Ah. Bless me. Okay.
I want to be a member of his religion.
It's a cult.
Now we got our first prayer. So every quote-unquote Sunday, the symbol does look like a sun, we can hold a church sermon. We can only hold one, though. So we go up to the pedestal, use a prayer, and the first one is pretty hilarious.
Nerd humor.
Nailed it.
Swing and a miss, Keeper. But that is how we get faith. Faith is a currency. It's used in a lot of things.
I can't tell if this is just extremely video games or kind of insightful.
Oh, the game specifically bills itself as a capitalism simulator in the Dark Ages. It is very much like a sarcastic satire.
Oh yeah.
Moisturize me.
The bishop will sell you candles and incense and massage oil, the kind of thing that you need to ramp up the old church quality.
Massage those benches.
Oh yeah. So how it works is the better your church, the more faith and money you get. The better your graveyard, the more people come in.
And the more people come in, the more faith and money you get.
Exactly, yeah.
All ties together.
Yeah. So you want them both nice, basically.
Haha, we don't pay taxes.
Well, no, you're a church.
So you need a lot of money to increase your ranking, I guess, within the church. Right now, we're not a citizen. We sure as hell ain't an aristocrat.
Damn, it's just like the guild. That's awesome.
But now that we are a citizen, since we're at 30 points with the royal services, we can now buy our own meat stamp. But we do not have the money for that, and there's an easier way to get it.
Does it involve serving the innkeep some tainted man meat?
Well, no, we need the stamp to serve the tainted man meat. You're getting backwards here. You're putting the cart before the donkey.
Balls. I'll be back for you in the morning.
That bridge is foxing you twice.
There we go.
Now we have access to the swamp.
Yay?
Yes, yeah, there's a lot of iron here.
Oh yeah, there's bog iron. Bog iron up the wazoo.
That sounds painful.
Yeah. Well, bog iron is, or the wazoo is generally where bog iron is kept.
Also, remember all the materials that were required to make that bridge, and make sure you have twice that many. Because there is a huge corkscrew path in here. You can actually see a sign right there off to the left. You can make a bridge there once you're past the whole path, and you do need to do that, otherwise you gotta go through the whole corkscrew path again.
Oh yeah. This is that thing I was saying in the previous bit. Like, remember.
Yeah.
Remember the materials. You know what really sucks? Doing this walk, finding out you need materials for a bridge, going and getting materials, walking back, and then finding out that you didn't bring enough materials.
At least this is where we get the hiccup grass. We need that for the merchant.
Oh, right. Yeah, he had the hiccups and we tried to scare him and he's like, are you dumb? Or why would you do that?
Is that what the kids call it these days? Hiccup grass?
Yeah, that's right. The electric lettuce.
It just looks like a cattail. Just tickling your uvula.
And it's not even Sunday anymore.
It might stop your hiccups. It'll stop you digesting whatever you ate.
Let me guess. Swamp witch?
Swamp witch.
Swamp witch.
It is the witch's land. I'm just hurrying through. I'm not worrying about the iron right now. I just want to get through before night comes. I think that's when she goes to bed. It's when most characters do.
Dinner time.
Bridge time. And then witch time. It's just a good time.
Imagine not having enough stamina, huh?
Could you slow everything down?
You only need one piece of hiccup grass, but I think it's a good idea to collect a bunch of it, because after a point we are able to convert certain resources into other things. I'm not either. I bet you're a princess.
Yeah. Give her a kiss.
And I'm taken.
And only like 65% real.
Okay.
You don't keep it in your house? I don't actually know where the cauldron is. There's an alternate way to do this. You just need to make a health potion, but there's a place where you can find them just lying around. Alchemy, there it is. I don't even need to be coy anymore. We can convert things like hiccup grass and our crops and what have you into alchemy ingredients.
Also organs.
Also organs.
Of course.
That's what you use the intestines and the brain for.
Well, among other things. Decoration. Garnish. Silver Star Pumpkin.
The first few crops we get don't have star ratings, like wheat, carrots, and lettuce. Lettuce or cabbage, whichever. It's a leafy plant. But later crops like pumpkins, they do have a star rating. Taking some tiny trees with me. Oh, and that's sick. There we go.
Hey, witch, can I deforest your property?
Can't hear you. Thank you.
Too late. I'm the prior of the church. I do what I want.
Hail me. Very easy way to upgrade the quality. Although we will also very quickly want to upgrade the markers and the fences to stone.
Oh, yes. Also, the quality of the people you have buried here.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Look at these sinners.
I think he's writing droll sayings on all the tombstones.
Like some kind of background art in an adventure game.
You know, stuff like, I told you I was sick.
Here lies Lester Moore. No less, no more. None of them are funny. And it's not Halloween.